the idea behind clearing. The idea behind clearing is that we take an issue in your life and we find out what is sitting underneath it. So the root of the problem. And that's what shadow work is all about. So when we clear an issue, that's how we're working with the law of attraction. So when you clear an issue in your system and you realize that, when you've got, let's say, money issues over here of not generating enough, we really realize that we've got issues with receiving. So we start working with that issue of receiving. And as we do that and we do the shadow work and we work with you, there's a shift that happens in the body, and you'll hear me talking about the serotonin lifting in you, seeing the connections and the pattern. You start recognizing the patterns that have appeared in your life. They've been there the whole time, but the shadow work is there to help you understand it so you release it. Now, with that pattern recognition comes a shift in perception. And when we have that shift in perception, the current reality that we've been living in that hasn't been working or flowing ceases to exist. So then we find ourselves in this new reality, and that's what I define clearing as. So we have our system full of these limiting beliefs that most of the time we don't even know are there. Some of them we might know are there, we just haven't learned and we haven't had the tools to be able to go in and deal with it or deal with them. So clearing. The idea behind clearing is that you take everything in your limiting belief system, and clearly those are not working because of the way that it's worded, and you dismantle them, you deconstruct them. So it's not like you're learning a new habit where it's all coming from the brain and I should do this and I need to make sure that I don't do this because I need to change the habit. There's an internal shift that occurs. The reality shifts, the perception shifts. And so, yes, there might be layers of it and you might need to go in there and clear some other things around that main issue of receiving, like we talked about before. But your reality changes, so you can't actually go backwards. And that's the main idea of clearing. It's a different way to live. It's a different concept. But it's empowering because once you see the proof in your new reality that things don't exist in there, you're attracting different people into your life, you're now able to receive more of what you want, then you start interacting with yourself more often, and therefore you end up with some more traction in your life. The transformation starts taking place. Being empowered is huge because when you're empowered, the decisions that you make every day, they carry more weight. You become more aware of the consequences that are going to come from them, and you don't just live through life willy-nilly and react to everything that's going on. You really start valuing the idea that you are generating and creating your own life. So you become responsible for that. And it's a beautiful thing. So join me on this journey, join yourself on this journey, because let's face it, at the end of the day, most of us are not with ourselves. We've kind of let our true selves kind of get lost in the woods. So let's go. Let's move forward and let's really find out what's down that rabbit hole so that we can clear it out, so that we can work with the law of attraction instead of creating barriers to it.